Well, it's about time to take this thing apart, so we're gonna back it up into the shop. You ready, April?
I was born ready, Chase.
Let's go. Well, this build's gonna be fairly simple. We already have the go-kart in the shop. We're getting ready to bolt on all the MRP high-performance parts. But the main focus is, as soon as we're done, we're gonna take it in the dirt and see what these parts really can do.
I'm stuck at driving. I'll tell you that.
Well, we invited Joel Martin from Martin Racing Performance back to 2Xtreem. Joel really provided all the performance parts on our super scooter we did a while back.
That's true.
Why don't we start with what you have in your hand?
Well, this is the pipe. I was trying to make it a little shinier. Anyways, it's our exhaust. It's the MRP exhaust. And
Right.
this should give you more top-end speed.
So we're looking at less restriction there, right?
Yep.
You can see we've already got the baffle out of it, and I'm sure it sounds better too.
It sounds great.
And then, of course, we have a belt.
Yeah, this is a Kevlar belt. It's a better material than the stock belt. So it won't slip as much when it's on the cart.
Now, I see you also have a few electronics here for us.
This is a super coil, and
Okay.
it gives you a little bit more power than the regular coil, which
Okay.
is great. And just replacing this should give it a little bit more power.
All right, and then we have a pretty trick-looking air filter here.
That's the air filter, yes.
Okay, so this will give it some more cold, fresh air.
For the upgraded carb, 32 millimeter carburetor, Keenan carb,
Okay.
for the go-kart.
Another component that's going to help us out here.
Yes.
Even if you put a bigger carb on a stock motor, if you have small valves, you're not doing a whole lot of good.
That's right.
But this one here looks like it's a super head, which has got large valves. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but the guys here decided to do a little work on it.
I was impressed. WMR did a really good job, but they improved it. I'm pretty impressed.
So let's go play.
Let's go play.
Well, this build's going along really smooth, just like we thought. All the parts are fitting together real well, real nicely. Dave and Kurt are doing the bulk of the work. I'm just I'm doing a little side stuff just to help out. And April is spectating.
Just trying to figure out what style I want to go with, like fun.
I don't know why she's there.
Ow!
She's actually just annoying. But anyway.
There was not much time for that 2Xtreem crew to spend on a go-kart. After all, with the builds and racing going off for 2008, free time is something they don't have. But it was just too much fun to pass
Chase
up.
and I are just planning jokes that we can do on Joe.
The reassembly of the new parts went at record pace. First was the ported big valve head. Then on to the lightweight Kevlar drive belt. You can't add all that horsepower without a rev limiter, so Chase installed the MRP high performance unit. More fuel in needs more air. The stock filter and airbox were just not up to the task. They simply had to go. More fuel and air must escape the engine, so performance exhaust was the final piece to get this go-kart up to speed.
Well, the go-kart is done and running, and we're about to take it for a couple test rides, but tomorrow we're going to take it to the dirt.
About ready to move on? And I'm gonna soak him in mud if you stand anywhere close.
It's test ride day. We're at Moroso Motorsports Park. We're going to hit the motocross track as well as this one area we found, thanks to Tropical Storm Noel, that is just saturated with water and full of slime and muck. And of course, we're going to have to run it through there too.
I'm gonna tell him to come over like, hey, something's wrong. I'm gonna start doing a donut right next to I'll run mud, and then I'm gonna get fired.
Worst comes to worst, just grab here or here.
Yeah, the old shit bars. Exactly. You could tell a big difference in the go-kart from when we first got it.
Whatever, Abe, let's go.
I mean, this thing was a pig, but now with these MRP performance parts, this thing is able to blow through some corners and actually get some air over the jumps. It's really pretty cool. I'm glad we did this.
I wore my clothes underneath my ears, and I'm soaking wet right now. Hey, watch this, because Joe's about to check this, and we're going to get him covered in mud.
You know what? I said, if the first piece of mud hits me, it's all over for those two. I don't like to lose. They thought it was all over, and then I was waiting for my opportune moment. April lifted her right hand to grab her hair, and that's all I needed. Over my shoulder she went and in the mud. You want to mess with me? You're going to get it back because I might be old, but there's a lot of wisdom there.
Well, it passed the test to an extent, but I am severely disappointed that it didn't throw much mud on my dad, so we had to do it ourselves.
Next time, 2Xtreem heads for Daytona Biketoberfest 2007 to take in some racing, new bikes, and downtown madness before they begin their most challenging build ever, the Apollo Tribute Bike. It all happens on the next episode of 2Xtreem Motorcycle TV.